Hi, my name is Manong George and I'm a UK registered nurse.
Guten Tag zusammen. My name is Maria Karen Karcy Viola, or just call me Karcy, and I'm a Filipino nurse here working in Alemania, Germany.
Hi guys, my name is johnfelixmartin and I'm a registered nurse here in New Zealand.
Hi everyone! My name is Fernandez and I'm a registered nurse here in the USA.
Hello everyone! Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan? Ako nga po pala si Ryan. Kinagagalak ko po kayong makilala and I am a registered nurse dito po sa may Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Hello guys! Kamusta? My name is Jen. I'm a Filipino registered nurse here in Australia.
So, nandito na po ako sa UK for over 10 years. And ang unang-una ko pong test noon is the IELTS academic. After the IELTS, from review with the agency, it took us 3 buwan lang. Nag-overseas nursing program kami for 6 months. Then we finally got our PIN. Ngayon po, just to let you know, ang mga nurses ngayon, when they come here in the UK, they take not just the English exam, but they would also have the CBT and the OSCE tests.
So it took me around like 1.5 years to reach Germany. But unfortunately, I wasn't shortlisted in the first batch of passers, 3rd or 4th batch in 2016. I was called, I passed the interview, and then after that, we were taking an intensive language training program, which took us like 6 months to 8 months, I guess. The A1 level, the A2, the B1, and then the B2. And for us to be able to fly here, we have to pass the B1 exam. Due to Germany, I continued learning the language, passed the B2 level, and then at the time we could take the recognition exams. It could be written, it could be oral, it could be practical exam. But the hard part about that is that we have to speak in German. Speaking of the language, it's hard, really hard, very challenging, but it's doable. We'll take it.
So the first language here in New Zealand is English. So it's very easy to communicate with people, with doctors, with patients. And before I came here, I was actually a nurse in Ireland. So before practicing, you actually need to be registered here. And in order for you to be a registered nurse here, you need to do a bridging program, or they called it a competency assessment program. But fortunately, they granted me direct registration because I was a nurse in Ireland. So if you are a nurse in the UK, in Ireland, in Singapore, in the US, or in Canada, New Zealand Nursing Council would actually give you direct registration if you have a proof or enough experience to satisfy that you're competent enough to be a nurse here.
In order for you to qualify of being a nurse here, you just need to take 2 examinations. That will be the NCLEX and the IELTS exam. For the NCLEX, waited for my eligibility for 3 months, applied through Northern Mariana Islands. Also, you need to take the English examination because that's the language, of course. You need an overall band score of 6.5 with the speaking score of 7.
Every province kasi dito sa may Canada is different. Dito ko sa may Alberta ngayon, always check the regulatory body ng province na pag-apply mo ng nursing because every province is different. Internationally educated nurse sa Pilipinas, you have to submit your paper sa may NNAS. To be able to get into the program, to the refresher program is 1 to 2 years. Medyo mahaba siya. Kaya yung iba ang ginagawa is nagpa-practical nursing muna kasi mas mabilis yung pathway ng practical nursing kaysa sa RN is because yung bridging ng RN is napakatagal, ang tagal ng wait time. Refresher course is aabutin ng 1.5 year including the acute practicum, and then you have to write your NCLEX exam.
I started my application back in 2017. I was also a registered nurse in Singapore. Initially thought I could immediately work here as a nurse. Ang tinake ko lang na exam, English test, which is during that time 2017. IELTS pa yung popular na English test. Sa IELTS, I completed other documents and then I submitted to AFRA, which is a governing body here. Parang PRC yung sa atin. And then I took a 3-month bridging course, initial registration for overseas nurses. Yung language dito is English. That's why one of the requirements, take an English test.
So, magkano po ang sweldo ng isang UK nurse? The average around, pagdating nila dito, it's about 23,000 pounds ang entry ng isang nurse in a year. Kung i-convert ko siya sa peso, that's around 1.4, maybe 1.5 million pesos. Depende sa exchange rate na, no? We are focusing on is ano yung ini-expect ng mga nurses pagdating nila dito. So, I did mention na confidential yung aking sweldo dahil po I work now in a corporate setting, but still I am a nurse.
There's no difference if you're a Filipino nurse or a German nurse. We earn the same, but it could differ from the state to state or hospital to hospital. But just to give you a range, probably in peso, around 150 to 200. And it could increase then if you stay in the same hospital and then every year you get an increase.
About my salary, I'm not yet that comfortable to share with you guys my exact salary, but I can share with you how much a fresh grad or a nurse with 1 year experience would earn. So they would probably earn about 1.6 million pesos here annually. Di pa deducted yung taxes and cost of living. If you have like 5 years experience in the Philippines or in Saudi or in the Middle East, they would actually consider it. So it's a good place to work here in New Zealand because hindi ka babalik from zero.
How about my salary range? So, I live here on a low cost of living in a small town here in North Dakota, and my salary ranges from 180,000 to 200,000 pesos net pay. And take note guys, I'm a night shift nurse and I do work every weekend. So your salary will be different if you're or in a state that has a higher cost of living. Pay every weekends is higher compared to the regular weekdays. Take note also guys that you have a lot of bills that you need to pay monthly.
Fortunately, I cannot divulge the exact amount I am earning kasi for confidentiality. You can check naman yung pay guide sa Fair Work. Doon nakaspecify yung pay ng mga nurses. Depende kung anong level of nurse ka na. Credit naman yung total working experience ko. Nababayaran naman ako ng tama. Pero you can check sa payscale.com. Ang range is about $26 to $42. Hourly naman yung rate dito. Hindi pa rin sa facility kasi minsan nagbibigay pa rin sila ng mas mataas dun sa range ng payscale.com. Iba rin yung weekend rate, iba rin yung overtime rate, additional fees din yun. Or less mga 30% yung tax and malaki talaga yung tax dito. In short, nurses pay here is considerably good.
Dito sa may Canada, every province is different. So you have to check kung magkano ang rate ng every province. My last paycheck, yung kinsenas ko, is inabot ako ng 3,200. That's net. So, as of my last paycheck, ang gross is 84,786. So, ang undergraduate, ang rate nila is $28 per hour. Just imagine. Pero mas less yung kanilang mga responsibilities. Graduate nurse, ibig sabihin, nakapagtapos ka ng nursing pero hindi ka pa nakapag-take ng NCLEX. Fresh grad is 37 per hour. And then yung maximum rate is 50 per hour.
Marami na po akong na-experience in nursing. I started in the NHS, I worked in the wards. Dito po, 1:6 hawak in the day and then in the evening, 1:12 pwede, magdoble yan. Pero at both instances, meron kang healthcare assistant to help you, assist you. When I say total care, hindi lang medication, carry out of orders. Meron din obviously yung hygiene and nutrition ng pasyente. You look after them as well. And then now, as a nurse examiner, for insurance, what is paramount is customer service naman. And it helps me to actually speak more with people, to get more engaged with what is important for them. So, napakaganda po ng avenues natin to work here in the United Kingdom.
I've been a nurse here in Germany for almost 3 years now. I am working in a university hospital here in Freiburg, Germany. It's a semi-private hospital. The patients that I'm dealing with are patients that are post-op neurosurgery department. And so far, I'm very satisfied. I'm very happy with my workplace. Here in Germany, we are more focused on the care of the body of the patients. Patients doesn't have, real relatives 24/7 by their side. What makes it difficult is the language. So you have to talk the whole time in German, but everything else, chicken.
I've been here in New Zealand for about 8 months and I'm an orthopedic nurse. And I'm actually enjoying my job because I actually have time to have a conversation with my patients. And I think I'm giving them the standard care that they actually need. And I'm very confident that I'm able to finish my job properly. Kasi before, you guys would know, yung mga nag-work sa public hospital na mamadali kayo or alam nyo may mga hindi kayo nagawa after the shift. But here, I'm very happy naman. Well-staffed naman kadalasan. Siyempre minsan pag may nag-leave or may nag-absent unexpectedly, of course, you'll be understaffed. But most of the times, well-staffed kami.
Before, when I was in the Philippines, I've been a medical surgical nurse for 2 years. And then I applied here in the US. And I was hired in a nursing home. And I've been here for 10 months now. The job is challenging, of course, because in a nursing home, we don't have a nurse-patient ratio. The ratio that I have right now is 1:50 plus patients, especially when you're a night nurse, you're the only nurse at night. So it will be different if you're working as a day shift. Be different in a hospital setting because they're following the ratio like 1:5. Even if you have a lot of patients in a nursing home, that is manageable because you have CNAs that can help you. You have LPNs. The patients are more stable and the work is already a routine.
Relate ko na lang siya ngayon sa work ko as an emergency nurse, no? It's very, very stressful, but it's very, very fulfilling. It's because you're trying to help people. It's the fear of the unknown tuwing pumapasok ko sa emergency. Ano bang makikita kong pasyente, may gunshot wound ba? Or magko-code na, mapupunta ba sa resus room? Nakaka-stress, yun lang masasabi ko.
Thankfully, I was just recently hired. Newbie pa rin ako, so I'm still starting my working journey. Currently, full-time nurse, cath lab facility. With regards to workload, personally, as compared to Philippines and Singapore, I feel na medyo mas light workload ko sa Australia. Siyempre, that's my personal opinion lang. Other nurses may have different views as well. Ding iba't ibang adjustments, especially kapag nagsa-start ka na.
Healthcare po sa United Kingdom is free through the NHS. Wala tayong kailangang isipin kung halimbawa may long-term illness, let's say emergency procedures na kailangan ng NHS po laging nandyan. The annual leave, 7 weeks po yan. Entitled kang gamitin within 1 year. Sick leave po dito, umaabot ng 6 months. Ang sick leave po is dahil may sakit ka na medyo long-term leave. Ang maternity leave po dito umaabot hanggang 12 full months. Kayo po ay tatay, meron din po paternity leave. Kaya 2 weeks lang, but still, at least hindi tayo nakakalimutan.
So I pay insurances that includes the pension, the health insurance, and so whatnot. For the pension, if we get old and we want to, retire, we will get money, and that is really nice. And for example, we get sick, we are covered. It's all covered, guys. For example, you're a mom, you have children, and then they can go to school for free. Everything is free. Now, if you're a parent too, your tax will be lowered, and you will also get kindergeld, or what they call children's allowance. You will get extra money for your children. And sometimes I just work 2 days a week. Basta mo lang ma-accomplish yung 38.5 hours per week namin is okay na. Vacation leave, we get 30 days leaves and that is paid. For sick leaves, we get paid sick leaves as well. We have night differentials. Overtimes, either will depend on the employer. Either they will pay for that or you can get extra day off.
So there are lots of benefits in our company. If you reach your 2nd year anniversary, they would actually pay half of your health insurance if you would like to get health insurance. But cover ka naman dito ng government if you get ill or sick or you get into an accident. It's free. Sick pay, we do get 10 paid sick leave every year. Annual leave would be around 6 weeks per year, and you will get extra leave if you do a lot of night and afternoon shifts. If you work on a holiday, you'll get a new day. And maternity leave, I'm not really familiar with the maternity leave here because I'm not gonna benefit from it. Overtime, you would be paid twice of your hourly rate. So if you're like earning $30 per hour, you will earn $60 per hour. Pero syempre may tax pa, so malaki mababawas.
You have benefits, of course. Health insurance, dental, vision insurance. We have paid time off, PTO or leaves. Also paid sick leaves. You have what they term as 401k or the retirement plan. Definitely, there are overtime pay, holiday pay, night differential, and evening shift also has differential pay.
As a permanent resident in Canada, and if you're a citizen, health is free. Kapag na-discharge ka, and if you need to have a prescription, doon ka lang mag-charge. My employee pays 80% of my med prescription. So working hours to be at least 40 hours per week, time ka na. Times 2 ng sahod mo. So evening shift, pag nagtrabaho ka, that's additional $2.75 per hour. And then night shift, $5 per hour. Weekends, $3.25. So yung maternity dito, it's 1 year. Maternity leave, also entitled for 6 months. Yung sick pay, you accumulate sick hours when you work.
Normally, ang working hours is 38 hours per week. May times din na kailangan mag-overtime. Other hospitals na merong options na yung overtime mo is either isasama sa sweldo mo or time in lieu, additional hours for leave. Of course, you are entitled to an annual leave. Leave is accrued, na-earn yun, depende na sa number of hours na pinasok. Entitled to sick leave, may sakit yung family member, you can opt to be on leave and file a carer's leave. Maternity, medyo wala pa akong idea kasi hindi pa namin nagagamit.
Work-life balance po dito sa United Kingdom, napakaganda po. Karamihan po ng mga Pilipino umuwi sa Pilipinas annually dahil nga meron silang 3 to 4 weeks na hindi nila ginagamit, rin-reserve nila sa ganon. Meron ka pang isa or 2 linggo. Napakaraming pwede mong gawin. If you wanna stay local, ang United Kingdom is a very beautiful country. Kung gusto mo naman mag-abroad, pumunta ng Europe. Amsterdam is an hour away. Paris, France is an hour away. Gusto mo mas malayo ng konti, Spain, Portugal, 2 to 3 hours. Italy is not that far as well. So, maraming pwedeng puntahan.
Even if I just have like 3 days off, I can go and travel to wherever I want within Europe or even outside Europe. Even if I just have 1 day off, I can go to Switzerland and just take the bus and go to Switzerland and take pictures there. We go to different countries, and that's what I really enjoy. Okay, like for example, if I want to go to the Philippines, I take my 1 month off in the Philippines, and if I have 7 days off, I just go to Belgium. Diba? Parang saya, travel is life.
The work-life balance here is good. As I've mentioned before, you have 6 weeks annual leave and you'll have more leave if you do a lot of shifts, night shifts. But traveling not as good as Europe because New Zealand is very isolated and the plane ticket would be expensive just traveling outside the country. But if you will travel around New Zealand, it would be cheap and there's a lot of things to see. There's mountain ranges, beaches, white or black. There are sand dunes, there's ski resorts, and Auckland is beautiful. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's perfect for everyone who doesn't like crowd or too much hustle. It's just far away from other countries, but it's near the Philippines, so it's good.
Work-life balance, definitely there is, because in my case, I only work 3 12-hour shifts in a week, so I'm getting 4 days off. So you can definitely travel to other states. However, if you choose to travel by land, it will be a long drive, and I can still hang out with friends, to whatever I'd like to do. Yeah, and I can vlog my experiences here too. So I do have work-life balance.
I would say, mahirap. When I came to Canada, wala akong family. And nandito si Mami Tadi ngayon kasi I sponsor them. And I support them. I'll work full-time. Wala. We try to travel at least every 6 months. Ang ginagawa ko, pag day off, I try to have time with my family. Try to go out, try to watch movie together. Advice ko rin sa sarili ko na wag akong kainin ng work. Pay for mortgage, my student loan, and such and such. At the end of the day, it's always family first and health first.
Thursday, may tinatawag na long shopping. Mga malls ay open until 9 p.m. Otherwise, the rest of the days, until 5 p.m. lang. For us, sa family namin, we appreciate yung ganun kasi parang you tend to have more family time. Di ka na magkatambay sa mall. Ang option mo is to have dinner with the family. Like in the Philippines, family-oriented din sila. Ganda din dito sa Australia is they promote outdoor activities. Free yung mga parks, free yung mga beach. You can just bring food. And libre na yung pupuntahan mo. Trip yung mga long drive, camping.
So that's the first part of answering some of the questions. We'll be releasing another video, another set of questions with these people. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you guys sa susunod na video ulit. Bye-bye!